Italiani e italiane, my dear friends, wherever you are, welcome to this new exciting episode of Mussolini and Sniper Elite version 2. A great episode, and I must say I'm very excited because we're crossed with tonight more than 50% of the episodes that will lead us to a great victory. The only victory that the United States of America can claim nowadays, given the fact that they've been utterly defeated. But the rising superpower of Iran that has communicated just today that great is the distance between the United States of America and the Persian nation, and the gaps between the two may be filled out in weeks or even months. A war that, let me remind you, was supposed to last only 3 weeks. And now Donaldo Trompetta, that is to say Donald Trump, also called by somebody Mango Mussolini, and it's not possible because there's only one Mussolini, and that is I. Non facciamo I furbi. I was saying Donaldo Trompetta is now comparing this war to the Vietnam War or the War of Korea. That is to say, the United States of America will have to stay 4 years with his aircraft carriers, weapons of the 20th century facing the weapons of the 21st century, that is to say, hypersonic missiles and drones. 4 years. The Americans have abandoned their bases in the Gulf. The American soldiers are hiding in hotels, some of them in cellars, some of them in houses full of women paid by the American contribuent or taxpayer. And meanwhile, Iran controls the Strait of Hormuz. But Donaldo Trompetta, that is to say Donald Trump, that is to say Mango Mussolini, which is not correct because Mango Mussolini is I, e che cavolo, has given an ultimatum, and then 2 ultimatums, followed by 3 ultimatums, and then 4 ultimatums, and then 5 ultimatums. We have arrived at the 357th ultimatum. No dico. This is not a circus. This is not comedy. This is real politic. The politic of Donaldo Trompetta. Soon Americans will have to pay $7 a gallon, but it is for a noble cause. Which cause? I don't know, but it is noble. And that's important. Meanwhile, 50,000 US Marines are stationed around the Gulf, getting ready for action. Some of them play baseball, some of them play basketball, which is very dangerous, especially under the heat. Some of them play American football, which is not like European football. They're all protected. Because the Americans need to be protected. They're not like the British. They play rugby without any shoulder pads. They are real men. They don't need plastic pads to protect their body. They just need a good pint of beer and then let the body do the rest, so to speak. But anyway, they're getting for action. They've been getting for action for years. Today we are in 2026 and probably the war against Iran will finish in 2037. Who cares? The American economy is doing well, sort of. Maybe. Perhaps. We don't know. And Donaldo Trompetta went to China to speak with Xi Jinping, telling him that he wasn't tired of winning. So much winning. So great winning. Such amazing winning. But anyway, what is lacking is not courage in the American army. What is lacking is not professionalism in the American army. What is lacking is sniper elite. That is to say, a single American soldier that we will see in this video game that dares to be in the Berlin of 1945 between the Russians, or better said, the Soviets, and the Germans. 2.5 million Soviets on one side, 100,000 German soldiers mixed with European soldiers. Let us not forget the great division Charlemagne, led by many courageous people. And let me remind you about Captain Fenet, who single-handedly destroyed in just in one day 24 panzer tanks, and so on. Now, if you would take this American soldier, send it to Tehran, you would have Sniper Elite 6, a fantastic game that will last probably for 50 years. In any case, we have arrived at this great level. That is to say, the TIERGARTEN FLAK Tower. I'm so excited. I'm so excited that in order to calm down, I'm going to drink a coffee, Chucharin coffee. A great coffee. And as we play in the game of this very difficult level, we don't know how this is going to last. I may die. I mean, not I, but the soldier who I'm going to control, and that will create a strange mix of pain and pleasure. Pain because, of course, I will die, not I, but the soldier, the American soldier. But at the same time, pleasure, because it is the American soldier that will die. And I wonder sometimes if in this video game I could take the role of a military doctor and amputate the leg or the arm of the American soldier without any anesthesia, of course. Hear him screaming. Maybe screaming the name of Donaldo Trompetta. That is to say Mango Mussolini, but Mango Mussolini is not correct. I am Mussolini, and he's just Mr. Ultimatum, also called the Taco. Don't know why it's called Taco, but I'd rather say Mr. Ultimatum. That is to say, after 357 ultimatums, all the planet, think about it, the whole world, 8 billion people, c'hanno due palle così. They have to boast like that. The fact is that Donaldo Trompetta has lost completely his prestige. Nobody believes him any longer. He's a subject of pathetic jokes. To insult somebody in Italy, we say, "Hey, Donaldo Trompetta!" Pfft. That's what we do. And also, let us not forget that Donaldo Trompetta is now in a conflicting situation, so to speak, with our Prime Minister, Giorgia Colmelone. That is to say, there is a big divide between now Italy and the United States of America, two countries that find themselves now on the opposite sides of history. Although Marco Rubio came to Italy to speak with the Pope, Marco Rubio who would like to run for the presidency of the United States of America, and Marco Rubio who will be burnt by the Iranians, because I'm sure that after the 785th ultimatum of Donaldo Trompetta, even the Iranians will be bored to death and will ask for the intervention of Marco Rubio in order to seal this American defeat. We see, however, that the Americans would like now to invade Cuba. Not satisfied with the defeat in Ukraine and the defeat in China, let us not forget the trade war, and the defeat in Iran, now they want to invade Cuba. To do what? We don't know. But let me remind you of a Chinese proverb that says that once you save a man's life, you are responsible for him forever. That is to say, the Americans that now have an incredible trade deficit, an enormous public debt, will have to support Cuba once they have invaded Cuba. We'll see how it goes. Meanwhile, I'll smoke a cigar, an Havana, dedicated to Fidel, enjoying this spectacle of a country, the United States of America, that led by Donaldo Trompetta, that is to say Mango Mussolini, but it's not correct because Mussolini, it's me, Perbacco, is slowly descending into being a minor power. E vabbè, questa è la vita. But however, there is a person who can save the situation. Is it Marco Rubio? No. Is it Donaldo Trompetta? No. Is it JD Vance? No. It's a simple sniper. Sniper Elite version 2. We're going to play this game right now. I'm going to wear my earphones, getting ready for the battle. And let me wear my earphones. Let's put the music on. I think we're ready. And here we are. What an exciting moment.
Now I knew how to get Mullah. One true shot from the FLAK tower to his command tower.
Great.
But the Russians had closed in, cutting me off from my designated vantage point.
Bad luck.
I'd have to cross the front line, past the attacking Reds, and infiltrate one of the most heavily defended fortresses in Berlin. This is what I trained for. Just me, my rifle, and a target.
All right. Molto bene. I wish this guy was in Tehran right now.
Как ты думаешь, нам разрешат оставить себе вещи, которые мы найдем?
I don't know what he's saying, but it
Нет,
sounds...
их реквизирует командование.
Чёрт, ну ты же не скажешь им, если я что-нибудь незаметно положу в карман.
Нет, но если ты... Солдат убит!
All right. A landmine. That's luck. I don't know my situation. I would pick up the Russian machine gun because it's got more bullets, and unlike the American weapons, it doesn't get stuck. But I'd rather keep my machine gun for the moment being. Sweating you with up. Somebody shooting. They're not shooting at me. Давай, быстро, быстро! Я понимаю по-русски. Я говорю по-русски. Хорошо, хорошо. Хорошо. Here it is. Sergei! Sergei! Где Sergei? Some weapons there. Nice. Sergey! Oh, Sergey. Ah, Sergey. Sergey. Che segni Sergey? È rotto Sergey! Incapacitation. Now if I hit the music, it means there are more enemies. Давай, давай, быстро, быстро! Хорошо, хорошо. Хорошо. Okay, the music has finished, therefore there are no more events on my gun sight, which is good, I guess. Давай, давай.
Здесь не одни. Найдите его! Смотрите в оба! Ищите лучше!
Just in case, good.
Он где-то здесь! Ну-ка покажись, снайпер!
Давай, давай. Exchange gun. Three ammo. È un po' poco, eh. I'll just keep my faithful Thompson. Oh wow, we saw the ammo's there. Maybe. Turn out here. Okay, here's some Germans. I hear German voices. Fine.
Давайте взрывчатку! Я тебя убью!
Machine gun. Dangerous. Saniteta! Have to pause for a second. And get a bit of chucharin coffee. But let us continue.
Regeln auch aushalten können.
Here it comes.
Wer war das?
Gut, nun dann.
Verstärkung! Angefallen!
Findet ihn.
Haltet die Augen auf!
Ich werde dich finden.
Pretty useful rock. Finally, we have reached the FLAK guns. I'm almost at the tower. I haven't died yet, which is very exciting. Oops. Oops. Soldier. Let's see what I have. Landmine there. Oh. E allora? I have now died, but the fight must continue, unfortunately. Meanwhile, let's see what is happening in the bunker in Berlin.
Burgdorf, was ist los? Woher kommt die Schießerei?
Mein Führer, darf ich Ihnen zum Geburtstag gratulieren? Mein Führer, das Zentrum von Berlin steht unter Artilleriebeschuss. Granaten sind in dichter Folge am Brandenburger Tor, am Reichstag und bis hin zum Bahnhof Friedrichstraße eingeschlagen.
Von wo kommt der Beschuss?
Mein Führer, wir haben noch keine Meldung. Ich spreche gerade mit Koller.
Koller, geben Sie mir Koller. Koller. Sie wissen, dass Berlin unter Artilleriefeuer liegt.
Überraschung! Ich bin Benito. Alles Gute zum Geburtstag, mein Führer. Tanti auguri a te, tanti auguri a te, tanti auguri Adolfo. Tanti auguri a te. Koller ist nur kurz rausgegangen, um Zigarette zu ölen. Aber machen Sie keine Sorge, mein Führer. Das ist kein Artilleriebeschuss.
Ja, sagen Sie. Hören Sie den Beschuss nicht?
Natürlich höre ich die Schlage. Tolle Boiler, oder?
Die Russen sollen eine Eisenbahnbrücke über die Oder haben.
Das sind keine Russen, quello è Gennaro Russo. Ist kein Russe. Russo ist sein Nachname. Il Capitano der Brigata Posillipo, die Freiwilligen der Brigata Posillipo. Sie bereiten sich auf die Silvesterfeier vor. Silvester wird in Neapel richtig gefeiert. Versuchen Sie, mein Führer, an Silvester nach Neapel zu fahren. Stalingrad ist ein Witz dagegen. Wie auch immer, wir sind in wilde Parkwerder. Wenn Sie vorbeikommen, mein Führer, lassen wir Ihnen ein Stück Panettone übrig per il suo compleanno. Siamo pieni di Panettoni. Warten Sie mal kurz, mein Führer. Mir wurde gerade ein Bericht für Koller übergeben. Che faccio, te lo leggo? Te lo leggo, dai. Der Feind hat keine Eisenbahnbatterie über die Oder. Es handelt sich hier nicht um Fernfeuer. Der Division Gefechtsstand der FLAK am Zoo-Bunker meldet, dass es sich hier um Geschütze nur des Kalibers 10 bis 12 cm handelt. Die russische Batterie ist bei Marzahn in Stellung gegangen.
Das sind ja nur 12 Kilometer bis zum Stadtkern. Ist der Russe schon so nah? Man müsste die ganze Luftwaffenführung sofort aufhängen!
Gennaro!
Hai ordini, Duce!
Allora, il Führer non passa. Dobbiamo finire i panettoni. Vi affido una missione importante. Andate verso le linee russe. Ditegli che siete russo. E proponiamo uno scambio alla pari. 3 panettoni per una bottiglia di vodka. Avete capito?
Signor sì, Duce!
E Gennaro! Andateci piano con questi botti di Capodanno. Pensate ai civili. Very good. We're now ready to continue. We're going to restart from where we left, that is to say, the checkpoint. Where are the flag towers? It's the most difficult part, maybe, of this level, but the fight must go on, as the show must go on, and we need to finish it. We need to finish the job, not like Donaldo Troppetta, whose only job is to amass an incredible amount of wealth, feasting on the table of the poor American taxpayers. But in any case, let us continue the game, and we're ready. I think I know what I have to do now. Gorius. E se ci siamo. Perfetto. All right. Ciucciarino. All right. Ciao, buon love. Auf Wiedersehen. Ouch! That hurts. Beh, adesso è rotto, Via. Togliete sta granata. Dinamite. Dinamite, ci faccio un pensiero. Allora. Oh, and we finally finished the game. Molto bene, mission success. We've been successful. It's been a long game. Bob, what are you doing here? You should be sleeping now. This is it. All right. Anyway, it's been a difficult game, but in any way, we still have 4 levels to go. And finally, we're gonna finish this game. It doesn't matter what we do, but what is important is not the idea, but rather the action. That is to say, we have to finish whatever task we want to do, and we're gonna finish this task. I am quite sure that pretty soon we will finish the game, and we will see how this American sniper will be successful in his mission. In any case, to all of you, a good night, e come sempre, viva l'Italia!